Welcome to Canadian Justice. I'm Christine Van Gyn, and today we're discussing deepfakes and the legal questions around them. Deepfake technology can be used to create convincing video and voice recordings, as well as images of people that are fully fabricated yet highly lifelike. Deepfakes have become increasingly easy to create, so easy that even kids and teenagers can use apps to create them. The concern around deepfakes is that they can be used to maliciously spread false information. For example, by creating false sexually explicit images of people or fabricated videos of someone saying something awful that they never did. Deepfakes have victimized celebrities, politicians, and regular school children, and their use is rising. They're becoming easier to create. What are the legal implications of deepfakes? Are our laws keeping pace with technology? What can people do to protect themselves? Here today to discuss this are two experts. Phillipe Pasquier is a professor at Simon Fraser University, and Lara Karaian is with the Institute of Criminology and Criminal Justice at Carleton University. Thank you both so much for joining me today. Lara, I'll start with you. I want to ask you if there's anything you would add to my description of deepfakes, and maybe in particular, is it defined in any way in Canadian law?
Yeah, no, your definition was great. I was really glad to see that you acknowledge that, of course, it covers video, images, and audio. They are large language-based models. They're AI. They are AI informed. So, unfortunately, there is no definition in law currently. They are using the definition that's coming out of scholarly research at this point.
So, Phillipe, if there's no definition in the law, are there any laws at all that address the creation, distribution, or use of deepfakes in Canada?
Well, not to my knowledge, but unlike Lara, I'm not expert in law myself. I'm a computer scientist and a researcher with expertise in how the systems work. I would say, however, that if there were laws, they would be obviously quite limited unless there is a serious international framework, given how distributed and worldwide servers and the use of AIs is at the moment.
So, Phillipe, given your expertise is in the technology itself, maybe you can explain to our viewers how easy it actually has become more in the recent years to create these deepfake images.
Well, very easy, and that is really what gives the problem its proportion at the moment. Fake media is nothing new. What's new is that it used to take a lot of skills to make believable fake content, and now it does not. Now, anyone, anywhere can go about generating those audio, video fakes, as well as text, I have to say. And so this is really the type of synthetic content that we see emerging at scale that is causing
Lara, I think one of the biggest concerns that's been raised recently with the use of deepfake technology is it's used to create sexually explicit images. Indeed, there have been cases where it's been used in schools by teenage boys to create images of their classmates, of teenage girls who are minors. So, I mean, there's a lot of legal issues there, but at a high level, what are some of the concerns about that?
Sure. So actually, I'm just going to go back for briefly just in terms of your legal question. So we don't actually have any formal laws right now, but there are a couple of different areas that it's been speculated that deepfakes might fit into in terms of the Canadian legal framework, and so criminal laws and civil laws. And so in particular with youth, obviously, these sorts of deepfakes bring up the specter of child pornography, but we would be really reticent, I think, in Canada to use child pornography laws against young people. Although the practice might not be something that people are very comfortable with, young people might not really appreciate having this practice, occur. We've seen this already with sexting, teenage sexting, right? We already know how embedded technology is in young people's day-to-day lives, but also in their sexualities. Because young people, I'm also a criminologist and a sexuality studies scholar. I've intervened on a lot of sexting cases involving young people. Mm-hmm. And young people do use technology to engage in sort of sexual behavior. And in Canada, we've been reticent to apply Canada's child pornography laws to that. Yeah.
Let's We've got to take a break, but I want to get deeper into some of these questions about criminal liability and perhaps where that liability should lie, if not with youth. We've got to go to break, but we'll be right back.